me out in V like, but don't talk it all. That's really not the truth, I just don't fuck with y'all. I'm only with a few and yeah, my circle's small. Or either by my Danny Ruger in my drawers. Ain't trying to be no tough guy, it's just time race. The softest niggas gangster in the mid-state. My grandma said you lose, you better fight again. At the age of
going on? Let me adjust these mics and everything. How y'all doing out there today?
Good.
Yo, welcome back. Y'all know what y'all tuning into. It's Convo with a Boss, man. It's your boy, D Cuddy. I have the beautiful host and the pleasure of a dope show today, man. I mean, we finna do it big. You know, I have Toy, the ATL vegan, in the building. Hey, welcome. How you doing?
I'm good.
And then I also have the beautiful Nikki in the building. It's going down. Welcome. First time welcome. And then I got the beautiful AZ coming through. Coming through a little bit later. We're gonna talk about a great topic, which y'all already know because y'all clicked on the video. But yo, man, we finna do something big, man. We finna do something big. This is the first time we had a multi-host show on Convo with a Boss, man. So go ahead and give yourself a round of applause.
I'm
Let
excited.
everybody know. Hey, yo, we got a lot to celebrate. A lot's been going on in the world, man. First of all, how's y'all week been?
I had a good week. No complaints. Down here in the A, it's been a little violent. We had a lot of violence going on, and I'm trying to stay out the way, Cuddy. That's the real.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, it's violent. It's a violent culture. Everything is going on. The A is hot. Y'all got a lot going on. Me and you talked last time about the Young Thug and the YSL trial that's going on, which is a mockery of crazy proportions. Lawyers is getting hit with gang charges. That's crazy. I had to do my own research on that one. That was
okay.
The other one got held in contempt. Then y'all got another trial that's about to pop off down in the A.
Fonnie Willis?
Yeah, you got that one. And, you know, she going against the big dog.
Yes, she is.
Trump. So that's on another whole circus level that y'all gonna have that one on. And
yeah, she good. She good. She drink Grey Goose. She good.
Let's just play a little. Let's play a little game, quick game. What do you think that trial ends with? Like at the end of the day, what do you think that trial, the Trump trial, ends? How does that end?
Honestly, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because remember now, Trump has 5 hours left until he can come up with some ungodly amount of money for the lady for the sexual assault, whatever he's into. So it's hard to say. You know, that could kind of sway some people. I just don't know. I mean, I guess it could go either way.
So I look at it like this. I think it's going to end in some type of mistrial, some type of crazy appeal. It's going to be something wild. It ain't going to just be a simple guilty, you pay this, or you go to jail. I don't think he's going to jail, first of all. That's one.
But can I ask you, do you think they're going to do the trial when he's supposed to be campaigning for president? Because, see, they could push that back, or they could, do you see what I'm saying? This thing is kind of sticky. We'll see.
I think they're going to push that back. I mean, honestly. Do you think he's going to win? Let's play it like that. We know what we hope, but do you think he's going to win?
Let me tell you, I'll tell you just like I tell everybody else, I get involved with my local government more than the presidential election because my local government affects me more. Now, you're right. You're right. I have no idea who's going to win. Will it shock me if he wins? No, because that's the America that we live in. Everybody's showing their true colors. So will I be shocked? No.
Okay.
So, but I'm more involved with my local government. Every election that, concerns my local government, I'm there voting. So for me, that's more important, my local government, than the presidential election, because I can't say that it doesn't affect me because it does, but my local government affects me much more.
All right. So, next up, we got it. Congratulations. I want to take my time and I want to say, Toy, congratulations. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
Hey.
Hey. That's, I mean, it looks like you hit 10,000. 10,000 and 10,000 right now. This is this is a good good start. We
Yes.
we 3 months to 4 months in.
Right.
Um and
That's so cool.
all I want to say is this.
Dope. Yeah.
By the time this show is released, we are already at 15,214
Yay.
subscribers. So
Thank
we are on
you.
the mission. I will say this, we ain't done.
We're
We are not
grateful.
done. The
We're
goal,
grateful.
the goal is always a million anytime. Now we are far away, but we steady climbing. We steady climbing, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned
Yes.
in, everybody that likes the views,
Yes.
anything and everything, the support that we have been getting. I just want to continue to say thank you from us to y'all, man.
Thank
And
you.
yo, man, 10,000. Like a lot of people don't even get to 2,000. So 10,000 is rough, but we
Right.
we steady climbing though. We
We were
steady
far
climbing.
away from 10,002. And
Yeah,
so now that we've hit that, we're now at 15. So hey, there you go. What's
you
our
know.
next milestone? Tell me that.
I want to say 50, but
Okay.
I mean I'm a realist. We go 25. We go
Okay.
25
Okay.
and check in and let y'all know, as we go. Y'all
Okay.
on this journey with us. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Y'all a nation of bosses because everybody is a boss. You're a boss of
Absolutely.
yourself.
Oh,
If not,
Yup.
you better become a boss of yourself. That's all I'm trying to
You're
say. So, where we want to start at, man? It's a lot going on in this world. Do you want to do sports? Do you want to do beef? Where you want to go? You tell me.
let let's talk about this beef first and then we can no, let's talk about sports first. Then we can
Sports.
round it off with the beef and then we can just go into the content.
Okay. So first of all, if y'all checking out any type of sports, y'all know what time of year this is. This is March Madness. This is the time where everybody get y'all brackets busted. Y'all Kentucky. I don't know what.
Everybody bracket is going to boo 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 boo.
Yeah, let me. Okay, we passed the 2 minutes. I don't know what the fuck they was on, but my bracket is gone. Like my bracket is totally busted. But this is my favorite part of the year where the underdog becomes the victor and the victor comes, knocked out. So, but I would say probably about the second or third year straight, we're not talking about men's college basketball right now.
No, we are not.
We talking about the women's game. The women's
Yes, we
game has been
are.
coming a long, long way. And yo, I'm more interested in what's going on in the college. But one matchup I'm trying to see, and I don't know if I'm gonna see it. Are we gonna get this matchup? Is my question. Are we gonna get that South Carolina, that LSU matchup?
We're not.
We're not gonna get that.
Mm-mm.
uh-oh.
I don't know. I got faith in Angel Reese. I got faith. I think her and her coach and her teammates can get. They can get there. Now, I'm not saying they can knock off South Carolina. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but I think they can get there. And if they get there, what do you think this does for women's college? Just that game alone.
Okay. I'll say this and then I'll drop the mic.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a mic, but you know what I mean. When Shaq, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, when they are on social media saying, I don't even know who the ballers are for the college men, but I know Juju Watkins, I know Angel Reese, I know Caitlin Clark, I know Malaysia Fuwali, I know Camilla Cordosa, all these people, all these girls that they know, right? Because the
Right.
girls are balling. Like I just feel like South Carolina this year is locked in, right? That loss last year, I think they coming for that get back. Anybody who knows me knows that I ride for South Carolina hard. I'm talking about hard. Dawn Staley, number one, is my all-time favorite coach
Okay.
overall. Okay. South Carolina is my team. No matter where she goes, I'm a root for them. I'm riding with them. Now, can first of all, LSU, they have a very hard schedule. Very hard. They got to get through a couple of good teams that are ranked higher than them. And I mean solid teams, right? I
Right.
just can't see them getting by Iowa. And they will have a hard time with USC also. So I don't really know how their bracket goes, but they have a very hard bracket. South Carolina, their bracket is not as hard, but they are so locked in. I feel like I said, I don't think nobody want to see them this year.
Now, I will say this. Hold on. We got somebody that's about to pop up.
Hey,
Yo,
Hey y'all, let me
yo,
get my
welcome,
ear.
welcome.
What up?
Yo,
Let me get my ear things. I'm so fine.
now I will say this. Flo J. Johnson doesn't get the credit that she deserves on that LSU team because of Angel Reese, of course. But yo, shout out to her.
she
You know
had a
what I'm
good
saying?
game today.
And I think they possibly can. I think they could weather the storm. I don't know about winning.
You hear me?
I'm not gonna sit there and say they're gonna
Okay.
repeat,
Sorry.
but I will say that I think that they can get back to that championship at least to at least elite eight. Elite eight. I give them that.
We'll see. Your bracket gonna be messed up again, bro.
Yo, my bracket already tore up. My bracket was tore up the first night. I'm not even playing. But it's always that first night though. That first night your bracket gonna get destroyed regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Best time of March. This is my favorite time of March.
Yo, yo,
Aside
we
from my
we need to go ahead and discuss a little beef. I mean, I
Okay.
think everybody has a favorite out here in the game. I mean, hey, Az, you like hip hop, right?
I am hip hop.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
Love
about.
it.
So this was my thing.
Love it. I am hip
I
hop. You don't
I
see
think
the band and them
I
two
definitely
pair.
do. I definitely do. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna discuss this real quick. Do everybody see that on their screen? Can we talk about what's potentially gonna be something? I don't think we ever seen a beef with three artists. We seen one and two, but not three. We got Kendrick, we got Drake, we got J. Cole. I'm a Kendrick fan. I like
I'm a
J.
Kendrick
Cole. I
fan.
like Drake too. Don't get it
I'm a
twisted. I like
Kendrick
them both.
fan. I'm a Drake fan.
But
I'm a J. Cole
I'm a
fan.
Kendrick fan. And Kendrick started it off.
What
They
brought about all this though?
honestly, competition. It's been years rumored that they had small jabs here and there.
put an album together though.
Nah. It was rumored that him and J. Cole was gonna do a mixtape like years ago, but that never came
Right.
out. But
Hmm.
nah, I mean, like you just feel you the best. Everybody feels they best, which they should. And it's just sometimes you just like, all right, I want to see how good are you. Jay-Z, Nas did it. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane and Cool Mo D's and LL Cool J's all did it. So, what's the difference now? Nah, I think this would be, if they all go in, something epic. Because I don't think nobody is ever like this lyrical all the way around, balanced. So,
Man.
who
Yeah,
y'all got?
this gonna definitely be a tough one. It definitely is. Man, I love Kendrick as much as I love. I think I love Drake for superficial reasons, like the feel good music. You know what I'm saying? He a gangster without a gun, and but first, and I'm not even. I'm a Kendrick fan, but not. But I like lyrically, Kendrick can murder something, and then now don't forget, like Drake kind of got ate up, like you know what I'm saying when he was battling. What's my man from the clips?
Oh, you talking about Pusha
The
T?
what battle? You know
Oh
with
yeah. Pusha T
Pusha
told
T,
him
like, that was kind of to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that wasn't fair.
yeah, so if T tore you up. What you gonna do with Kendrick?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty.
and I'm a very big fan, but
It's gonna be nasty. Now, we all got our picks. We all just gotta sit and wait. I will say this. I don't think that Kendrick Lamar would just throw these shots and not have something on the back end waiting on you. Like he's got something cooking already for a response. So I'm waiting on the response to the response. That's what I'm waiting on. Now call me messy, but I'm
Messy.
waiting on it though. I'm
Yes.
waiting on it.
You messy.
Hey, I'm
Yes.
waiting on it. I need this. I need this in my life right now.
I don't
Hey.
want to see this.
Hey, we don't want to see it, but we need it. We need it. Hip hop
No,
has
we
been
don't.
born.
You need it.
rappers is getting indictments right now. I mean, we need something right now, especially
How
lyrically.
that's
We
why
don't
they
want to
get
see them.
indictments because of beef.
No, these we ain't gotta worry about no indictments for them three. Them three is not finna get indicted for nothing.
They better not be talking about no guns or nothing no more.
We talking about three rich men, and then
That's
all
all
three of
it
them
is.
can rap. They can rap without talking about guns. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So let's get into another beef that's going on. What do y'all feel about Club Shay Shay? Is Club Shay Shay the new Wendy Williams show?
Yep.
Is DL Hewley has gone on and said that Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, is Wendy Williams with weights. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it now the climate for comedians to go on this platform and just air out all beefs?
I just find it funny that funny niggas are beefing.
The people
That's
that
just
supposed to make you
weird.
smile are got beef right now.
So weird to me that these people making all this money and nobody can find a way to get along. Like, I just find that really strange.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
really think it's that serious. I don't really think it's
I
that
don't
serious.
either. Like, we get money, man.
It's money for everybody out there, but I think it's more about what somebody said, and it's about what Kat said. He's entitled to his opinion. It's about what Monique went on his show and said. That's what DL Hughley is kind of hot about.
Right.
And Monique said some things that related to DL's daughter that was very personal. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we talk about these personal shots that people be throwing, right? You can't do that. As far as I think if it has to do with your career, whatever, it's cool. But when you start getting personal, like you said, Cuddy, it's, the gloves come off. Then it's a street fight after that. So
True. That's
it,
true.
it, it ain't that serious to me. What be going on with the comedians, but it's just like Tip. Tip do everything right. You
Right.
say something about his son, and he know his son bad. He said his son bad, but you can't say that about King, right?
Yeah. Yo.
Because when you get personal, that's when things start changing. So for me, it ain't that serious, and I think Shannon Sharp messy too, but I like it. I watch it.
I mean, it
I
keeps
watch the
people coming
nightcap.
back. The content is gonna keep you coming back.
Yep.
You're gonna see you gonna see some of your favorite artists or favorite comedians on there. Um, yo, it's something that you're gonna watch. You're gonna tune in to see who has beef with who. And
Yep.
honestly, a lot of people already know about these beefs. Like the fans, we don't, but the artists, oh yeah, they've been having these beefs since get go.
Right. People in their circle know about it.
That's
Yep.
true.
So, we came here tonight to talk about a topic that y'all can tell me a lot more about than I know.
Yep.
It was something that I never got experience to, and the reason why is because I chose to go to Black Beach instead of the Freaknik. Let's talk about it. The Freaknik. Yo,
Ooh, Lord.
the Freaknik, Atlanta.
Oh my
The
God.
Wildest Party That Never Was Told was released on Hulu on March 21st. It's a documentary series talking about the Freaknik and what's going on down there and the history of a lot of stuff I found out that I didn't even know. I didn't know the Freaknik came out in 1983. I didn't even know that. And lasted so long. But y'all were there. Y'all went, correct?
Correct.
So I think we lost that. We lost as a ring. We lost as a ring, y'all. But y'all were there. When she kicks back in, we gonna get her opinion.
Okay.
What was the Freaknik for y'all?
Nikki.
Uh, it was to me like just a big party, a big way to, a way for us to go out and kick it and meet people and just have a good time. I was engulfed in the Atlanta culture, starting in August of '95, and before I had even moved to the A, I was just in love with it. Um, so anything that had to do with Atlanta, I was I was ready for it. And the Freaknik to me was a way to get to know, what the college life was like because I didn't go to college, and just to see what the party was gonna be about because everything that was done in the A at that time was really, really like I don't know. It was like it was the shit. Like everybody was in Atlanta and everything that was happening in Atlanta, from like it being called the Black Mecca, and everybody, black folks doing good, and you just see people that look like you, and everybody was just so down to earth and friendly. It was amazing. But I looked at it like a party.
Okay. What about you, Toy?
You know, being from the A, right? I didn't participate in it. If it started in '83, I couldn't go.
I was in Michigan.
I couldn't go to Freaknik until I believe 1990. And I mean, this was the height of when everything started, like people were migrating to Atlanta. This was when like I could really first get out, right? And Nikki, I met you when?
We met in '95.
Okay, so we met in '95. My son was born in '95. Me and Nikki hit, well, I hit Freaknik a couple of years before I met Nikki. So I'll tell you, like, my experience was different because in the documentary they talk about how it got so wild and so out of control. But those first years for me, from like 90 to I'm gonna say 94, it was a very controlled environment when I went. Of course, you're gonna see all kind of wild stuff, but I didn't go to college either. So you're talking about somebody who went to Daytona, also, you know, being from Atlanta, I'll tell you, a lot of people always say, you know, they want to be entrepreneurs, and that's true. Like my grandfather on my dad's side, he owned his own garage, and then my mom's dad, he owned his own business. So I'm not saying that college wasn't in sight for me, but I just always want to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
So when you dealing with like so many entrepreneurs around you, you tend to want to, you know what I'm saying, lean more towards entrepreneurship. So I wanted to be a part of that too. So I experienced a party in Daytona. I experienced a party here. Like Nikki said, it was a big party. It was fun. Of course, you had the wildness, but that's what made it so good. Like it was really good. It was a good time for me, like one of the best times like that I've had, really, honestly.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Az, I just asked the
Yeah.
ladies, how was the Freaknik? What would you describe the Freaknik to you like when you first heard about it, first saw it, your first experience? How was it?
How am I sounding? Am I sounding okay?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
you
sound
sound
good.
Sound
good.
good. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So it was it was unbelievable. The first time I got to see young black people expressing themselves in a sensual, sexual, but like no, like serious. I mean, that's what it was because all I knew was MTV, MTV,
Mhm.
what Girls Gone Wild, right?
Right.
But to this was the first time I seen women really like a Luke video. I watched Luke videos when I was growing up, and back then I was tomboy cute, tomboy pretty,
I think we
but
all were.
well, we were. But when I got to Freaknik and I'm seeing this, but it was actually clean, good fun. I guess until it wasn't, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it was clean, ratchet, college people coming from decent families, but just putting their college hair down, like us, putting our hair down, and I was just wow. I mean, I lived in DC that first year, and I went back like, oh my God, Atlanta is lit, and it was really like this. It's what made Atlanta. It made everybody want to move here. Like
Right.
so many people came here for Freaknik, and didn't. I'll go when I moved here. I was like, so why'd you move? Came from Freaknik, never left. Got a job at such such, never left. So it was an experience, man. It put Atlanta on the map. It was dope. It
Yeah.
was dope.
Okay. So, what year was the first Freaknik for each one of you?
For me, it was 96. I think that was the year me and you went, because that was the year me and you met, Rain. We met in February in 96.
Okay. Okay.
And I was 1 month pregnant.
Okay.
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 So
Freaknik
for
baby.
me,
That's what's up.
so for
So
me,
I didn't get pregnant at the Freaknik, Luke.
Look, make
so
sure you look. Listen, make sure you let everybody know that. She like I was pregnant. No, go ahead.
I didn't get pregnant at the Freaknik, but I
so for
got.
me, being from Atlanta, I always knew about it because, like I said, I couldn't go until like early '90s. But I think the first year I went was like 90, 91, and so this was like before girls start really wearing Daisy Dukes because, like Azreen said, I remember the year me and Nikki went, we still weren't dressing like that. We weren't dressing like with the Daisy Dukes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We still was like tomboys. I think we had like these high top sneakers with these short skirts, but we didn't have butt cheeks hanging out and
That
all that.
we sure did.
We wasn't doing all that. And so the first year that I went, I probably had on like regular jeans. Like if you look back at the footage, you'll see where the girls got on regular jeans and maybe like a t-shirt. And each year that goes by, the dress code gets more scantily, like less and less and less. And that's cool because listen, Luke came out. So of course the times and the environment is gonna change. Now, when I went to Daytona, I'll let y'all in on a little secret. I was a little bit more, because that was my hometown. I knew in Atlanta somebody, I knew in Atlanta somebody might see me, and I told my son and my daughter, y'all would not see y'all mom on the Freaknik documentary. No, you will not. And
Nope.
somebody come out with the Daytona.
Hey yo, I hope not.
Yeah,
Like I
Look,
said,
I told him, Ring, I experienced the Miami for Memorial Day with you that 1 year.
Yeah, that
Azreen,
was
where you
so
from?
exciting. I'm from Philly by way of DC. I moved here, so I grew up in hip hop in Philly, and then I moved here from DC. And to his question, I think my first year was like '94, and I had a government job in DC, and I came down here to visit my family. And I'm in the middle of this, and I was by myself, and my little cousins. My cousins was little. My uncle actually ran and lived in the Georgian Terrace, right? So he ran it. So he would get me a room in the Georgian Terrace, and I could just look, and I could sit on the step. And my uncle, it was honestly like the first entrepreneur you see. He had my little cousin outside selling T-shirts. You know what I mean? It was like Freaknik T-shirts, so we could go right outside and watch it all. And I was like, yeah. So my first year was that. And back to what you said about Luke. Luke been going since I was in sixth grade. So I
hey,
remember Pop that Coochie was like sixth, seventh grade. So
But can I
it
tell
wasn't.
y'all, Daytona was 10 times worse than
worse.
Freaknik. Can I
Yes,
tell you that?
I was there.
Like when I first went to
You were there too?
Daytona,
I went to
Okay.
Daytona. Yes,
bruh, when I
98.
first went to
Yes.
Daytona, I was like, man, I don't know what they doing down here. So I got a little loose up there too, but not loose like them, but a lot looser than I was at home. But that Daytona, woo you
So
might see a girl on the back of a bike and a thong, and I'm talking about in the
yeah,
early '90s.
but see, I think this the difference between Daytona and Freaknik was designed to be like in a city park picnic type ish.
Hmm.
Daytona was beach, so in the beach you're gonna have on a bikini, you're gonna have on a thong, and then
Mm.
It's
they
the
put
weather
the
too.
hood on the beach. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, it's
We
the
took the
weather too.
hood to the beach, and
Hmm.
when I seen a truck pull up and open up them doors, and you got like 812 speakers just banging, and girls on top of the truck, and they twerking, they popping and everything, and you like, and then you look over and this dude on a bike, and you got somebody walking around with a snake, and it was just like you was in a circus, but you didn't want to leave that circus. You was like, yo, this is. Let me get my camcorder going. Thank God
You,
social media was not around.
Right.
also
Oh.
that motorcycle scene is so different in Daytona than it was in Atlanta. See, we didn't have that at first. And it's something that, gradually happened in Atlanta, but in Florida, them bikes was always big. Like the girls always wanted to get on a bike in their Daisy Dukes and like lift their little butt up so you can see the butt cheeks, or be on the back of a bike and they thong. Like Daytona was crazy. And I still got some of the video and stuff like that from because I had one of those camcorders. I invested in that. Yes, I did.
I was about to say that was the era of I used to walk around with a camera all the time, but that was the era of them little teeny camcorders
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and man, let me tell you what's so funny is I got friends now. I went back and watched. No, no, no. Look at him. Look, exact. Please let me
I
go in
will
there and
not
get
tell
it.
y'all what's on this one, but I found it, and this is gonna go to the grave with me. What's on here? All I'm saying,
It probably should.
it definitely it's gonna save a lot of lives. Me and Trump. All right, but so y'all all as females went to the Freaknik. At what point did you feel like? Well, let me ask this: did y'all feel uncomfortable at any point?
Never, not me.
Me either.
Okay.
See, I told Nikki today, I did not experience a lot of what the young women on the documentary were talking about, but also, Cuddy, let me make a big um, difference. Like me and Nikki, we didn't go to the Mosley Parks or the Washington Parks on the west side, the west end. Like me and her, usually we were on
Underground.
Peachtree Street and Memorial Drive, like
Yep.
285, getting off 285, Memorial Drive. It was a frozen paradise on Memorial Drive. When I tell you, Azarine, what did I bring back? So we didn't hang out in some of the places that you know what I'm saying was, and so like it used to get wild because sometimes there was a young lady and maybe she would show a little something and the guys would gather around, but I
Hmm.
didn't experience none of that where I didn't feel safe in that environment. I
Right.
never got that, and a lot of times it would be a whole bunch of guys, but I
Okay.
never had that experience. But also the environment where we were, it was a little different. It's always going to be a lot different on the east side, I think, than the west side, the west end, the Mosley Parks, the Washington Park, stuff like that. It's going to be a little different. So I personally didn't experience that.
We
Okay.
had an incident happen, but it wasn't like that bad. It wasn't with me. It was my cousin and my aunt was my aunt was driving. We had a little incident. I don't know if y'all want to hear about it, but
Go
uh,
ahead. We want to
uh,
hear about this.
we were on Memorial Drive, and my aunt was driving, and my cousin was in the back seat with me. And these dudes, we was going slow, because traffic was slow. And these guys were standing, I guess we were maybe in the middle lane. So they were standing like in the right lane. And my cousin was sitting to the right of me. And she had her window down. So I guess he looked, one of the dudes, he looked in the car and was like, hey, and jumped in the car. He dove in the car like he was diving in some water.
That's what
And
they were
I
doing.
don't know how that happened, but his face was in my cousin's crotch. He had on pants when this happened. And so
Lord.
she started screaming, feel his tongue. And my auntie just took off. She floored that daggone gas pedal. And y'all, she floored it. My cousin screaming, and I'm punching the dude in the back because I'm in the back seat. And then all of a sudden, we hear him come up for air and say, "If you stop the car, I'll get out." And so,
And he done lost his friends and everybody because y'all wasn't about that life. You
no,
know what I'm
oh my
saying?
God. You know what? If I could even think about it, my friend that was in the front seat was punching him too. So once my auntie stopped the car, he jumped out and he like put his arms up like, woo, woo, yes.
He said he
And
accomplished his mission.
man, we was cracking up.
You know
Um,
what? You know what? I tell Nikki this all the time. Nikki came to Atlanta and she had AJ. So you had AJ in what year?
96.
Okay. Nikki daddy had this BMW. I kid you not. This John was so bad. Now look, I said John because you don't hear AZ. This John was so bad, right? Her daddy said, listen, because I was the oldest. Cuddy, her daddy said, Toy, You drive. I'm holding you responsible in his Beamer. I looked.
Mm.
I was like, you letting us take the Beamer?
Oh, he was so
Wait,
cool.
Nikki.
So y'all
Also,
hold on. Y'all took the Beamer to the Freaknik.
we took the Beamer, but see, Nikki had this Suzuki. We used to hang out that joint going down Murray Drive like we was Tarzan and
Amigo,
Jane
the
for real.
amigo.
I'm
She had an
telling you,
amigo.
Yo.
we that was the life. I'm telling you, Freaknik was one of the best times of my life when I tell you it was so fun. But we didn't, wreck the BMW. We kind of stayed out of traffic. We was kind of, on the cautious side that night. For real, I can't even remember where we went in the Beamer. I just couldn't believe he let us floss like that because back then, we was early 20s.
Can I look? Can I say? I wanted to say to what y'all were saying about seeing something. I wanted to add though, and I know it's going to roll back a little bit. I wanted to do something to how we sound like. I wasn't with you, Toy, but I know me and Nikki dressed. We said like tomboy pretty, and I think back to the question he asked us, like, did we experience certain things? I was on the east side, but I was really downtown a lot because my uncle was at the Georgian Terrace across the street from the Fox. So that's where I was, and the streets was just packed. But I always tell people if the way I dressed, you know what I'm saying, I didn't look like you could touch me. And my eyebrow would go up like, hold up, I was Nautica sweatshirt, Nautica t-shirt with some polo decks, right? And I had this swag that was so hip hop, b-boy, that I didn't get that. So I will say things did happen in front of me, like men jumping in girls' cars, dudes putting their hands up, women's dresses and skirts, because the traffic was just, it was jam packed. And I didn't see anybody screaming for their lives. But I will say, if you were looking like that type of time, I could see that type of time finding you. I just think today we just got three people that was like in the super cool zone, and it
Hmm.
just didn't, that's not what we attracted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just was watching, we was standing by
Like,
and just looking like, okay, bruh, keep it, not me, bruh. Not me, you'll get
Keep it,
elbowed in
yeah,
the
keep it
mouth.
classy. Keep it
keep it
classy, cause
keep it moving.
we will fight. We'll knuck if you buck, bruh. And
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
look,
so
Ring, in that first year, Ring, me and you, I think that first year I got to go when I was pregnant, me and you, I think we rode in a horse and carriage through downtown.
I think we did. I think we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. We
so on
after
the
that I was calling
documentary,
all my friends from up north. Let's go. Okay.
on the documentary, it says that one of the pivotal points where it's starting to take a downfall is with the '96 Olympics, when they started blocking off
Mm.
That, yeah.
exits, and they were pretty much forcing a lot of the traffic to stay in certain areas. Now, you guys were down there around that time, correct?
correct.
Yep.
Yep.
So did y'all see that? Like, did y'all feel like this is probably like they tired of us? They tired of all this going down?
Yeah, it
Or was
was
it
so bad.
systematically like a way to destroy it?
Yeah. It was so bad. Like it wasn't even fun no more because you couldn't even get off of the highway.
Hmm.
They
It
just
It
took
was
us,
way more
all that like
policing. Way
yeah.
more policing.
yeah.
Police get it. You couldn't get out your car. I think they would have people sitting on trunks. Like if you were in
Hmm.
traffic, a girl might be on the trunk. If you sitting at a light and you're going slow, but the police, I remember, was like policing, and they were like, "Get in the car," and guys
Hmm.
couldn't get out and talk to women. Like the girls, I remember one police saying, "Sir, get back in the vehicle." He's like, he on my tape, like, "Man, I'm just trying to talk to my beautiful sister right here," and the cop was like, "Please get in the vehicle," right? And I'm just watching it get police. So they were policing hard.
But
Yeah.
then the
It
the
was still
gridlock
fun.
is
I don't
something.
remember when it, maybe like 98.
Yeah, well, I want to say like
Yeah. I
96.
would say 98 because 97 was that year we had a black. That was that year that my uncle and my cousin came and all of us stayed at it was that year that the dude jumped in the car on my cousin. Um that
Yeah.
was the funnest year for me, 97.
You know,
I think
98
98 it
was
was when they was like,
98
no.
was when they started
if
they started
you if you
closing.
were going somewhere when they started, see, the reason why I say 96 is because when they announced in Atlanta that the Olympics were coming here, that's when they really started tripping, saying, okay, we got to clean up the city, we got to do a lot of. So when they weren't policing like like they said hard like 97 or whatever, but you could tell that things was changing. You could tell that it was different because if you were trying to, me and Nikki went to maybe 3 to 4 spots in one night. We were on like University Avenue because I think we were in the heart of Atlanta when we got that good fish sandwich on the back of that guy truck. Then we went from there to Memorial Drive on the east side. Then we went all the way down Memorial, came back, stopped at the Frozen Paradise parking lot for like a couple hours. You could do that back then, but when they started policing, like it took you 3 4 hours to get anywhere. It was stupid. Like nobody wanted to stay in a car that long. Like
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
remember being on the highway and just not being able to get off no exit. Like if you gotta go to the bathroom or anything, you just hit. And then with everybody being on the highway at the same time, we were just stuck in gridlock traffic. And it just,
yeah.
people started to party a little bit, but as soon as you got out of the car, then you would, get directed to get back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Something would happen to where it would just break it up. So it just really stopped being fun because every time I went, I just remember not really having no destination. Let's just get in the car and roll.
We had no idea where we was
Yeah.
going. We was just like, okay, let's just go.
Yep.
So, but
Yeah.
do you think that there could ever be another Freaknik? Like, not even just Freaknik itself, but some type of event that was organized in the same fashion. Like, a group of students or just people organized and they put the same energy into what the Freaknik was supposed to be.
I'm gonna let Nikki and AZ answer this.
Mm-mm.
No?
No. Ray?
Mm.
What you can you repeat that? It was breaking up a little bit. Am I breaking up?
No, you
No.
good.
Sound good.
Do you think that there could
Okay,
ever
repeat
be
that a little bit.
another do you think there could ever be another event similar to the Freaknik organized like how it was organized? Like a group of students or just a group organization putting together some type of event on the same level as a Freaknik? Or do you think that the times are just not gonna have that?
No.
Why not is my question. I got my
So
answer,
we're
but I want
seeing
to know
it
what
in
y'all think.
Miami. All right, so that's what I'm about to say. Okay,
Yep.
we're see. First of all, we got we got different music. Can y'all hear me? We
Yeah.
we have different types of music, different types of lyrics. We have women saying, "Hey, openly, you ain't even got to disrespect me. I disrespect myself." Like at least back then, things was kind of clean, and people were kind of like, should I cross the boundary? Can I cross the boundary?" Now, like women are crossing the boundary, so then men are crossing, and it's no question we gonna cross, and they can't even do it in Miami. I don't know. My son just went to Miami, and I don't know. They made a commercial, and they just told spring breakers, we don't want you here.
Right.
Every time you come, you're shooting. It's shooting all the time. They're like, if you come, we policing hard. They can't even have spring break anymore. So if we
Mm-hmm.
think that we can have something for college, let me tell you who did it at an adult age for me. CIAA. Did anybody shout out to
Uh
CIAA in Charlotte? Anybody hit that up?
I did 1 year. It was a couple
Yes.
years back.
Y'all heard about it?
Mm-mm.
All right. My point to that is you can do a college function, but once non-college goers see that you got women there and men there, they don't care function. And that's when we start mixing the ignorant with the professionally fun.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
I think like you
When we start mixing the ignorant with professionally fun, and I feel like ignorance is enough.
you said the Miami situation. Like we've been seeing videos of they down there with police dogs and they letting them off on whatever's going on because I don't know the beginning
What?
story or the after story, but There's a video right now floating around where a cop slammed a black kid to the ground, where he was trying to let a dog, like, he was arguing with this black girl, and then the dude was just walking by, and then he just grabbed the dude, slammed him, boom, and then they put him in handcuffs and they took him away. And this is probably about the third year that Miami's been going through that with their spring break. Like they had a curfew last year. Matter of fact, since COVID, they've been having like curfews and locking everything down. And like she said, that they just released a commercial saying, "Yo, we done with y'all. We breaking up with spring break with y'all until further notice. Trying to push it somewhere else." So I don't think with this movement of like the Me Too's and everything, the Freaknik could ever be possible, because you got to look at it. This is like 96, 97, 98, 99. We talking about Daytona, how wild that was. And then now you got everything is like politically correct. You can't say this, you can't do that, you can't do this. A lot of that stuff would not been possible for you to do then. Like, I mean, it goes on, but we talking about like with social media, man, nah. It probably would have lasted maybe 1 year, and then that's it.
I don't know, because with people like, what's that girl name with the red hair?
Ooh, Sexy Red.
Sexy
Yeah,
red.
with her songs and.
Mhm.
Now songs is different. Songs you could talk about
But no,
things in
I'm just
I
songs.
don't
saying, like,
necessarily think it's that. I think the gun violence, like,
That's
mm,
true too.
It's a combination. I think it's a combination.
yeah,
That's
These
yeah,
true
kids
too.
are literally living
when you
on these PS5s, and it's music, and it's just, to me, it's just a combination of everything. I just don't think you can do it. But she got a valid point. Everywhere you go, the shooting got to come, and then the fighting, and I mean, God forbid somebody step on your J's, it's a fight or a shootout or something. You see what I'm saying? It's
man.
just
Look,
girl,
that
I
was
ain't
like
even got to
that
step on your
back in
J's no
the
more. It's like, it is, it reminds me of what I wasn't from Compton, but it reminds me of when I watched Boys in the Hood. Back then, we thought that only happened in LA. Like,
right.
you can't go to a house party without shooting. Like, Ice Cube and NWA brought that to our attention, that we can't even have fun. We can't stand on the porch. It is now
Mhm.
worldwide, United States wide, you cannot have a time, because not just fight, not just fond of women or fond of women. That's been going on since the day of time. So it's the gun violence, I believe, that's really like hurting us, where we can't do much of anything.
And it's
Yeah,
sad. These kids will
that
never experience what we all experienced as growing up, as something like we learned a lot of life lessons.
right.
Well, speaking of it though, let me ask y'all: did y'all learn any life lessons coming from the Freaknik era?
nope.
Nothing.
I ain't learned nothing but how to round and round we go. What? Round and round we go. Let me hear you say
Yeah.
scrub the ground. I ain't learned
Nothing. We didn't learn nothing. We didn't.
what what was the lesson they was trying to teach?
Kids, we gonna make some mistakes. We not perfect. We I don't know. Don't drink that much. Don't. Hey,
Now I'm gonna tell you
I
something,
think
I
it
Azarine.
don't.
was
You,
like a hip hop Woodstock.
I don't
Azarine,
It was
let
a
me ask
hip
you this.
hop Woodstock. What are y'all talking about? We ain't learned that. Like, everybody has their time. Woodstock will tell us, man, nobody's gonna ever experience Woodstock with weed smoking and dancing. We had a hip hop Woodstock. Like, I learned everything. I learned. Listen here. I learned black people can hold it together, man. We so beautiful. I ain't never seen that many like black people come from. I learned people in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Could read and write. Like, up north, we taught that people down south. You know what I'm saying? So it brought the south, the north, the all together. It was just dope. It was it was
You
dope
know
to
what?
me.
You know what, Cuddy? I wanna make a point. All that time me and Nikki was out in the street. We wasn't drinking, we wasn't smoking, we wasn't doing none of that. And now that I think about it, I'm saying to myself, we didn't have nothing to drink. Me and Nikki weren't smokers or nothing like that, but I know we used to drink a little bit. We weren't doing none of that. It was so fun. We didn't. I didn't feel the need to do it. Now, did I learn that black people can hold it together? Like, I'm from Atlanta. So that's I spoke on this before you got on, Azarine. Like, I've always seen, you know what I'm saying, that Atlanta culture, since. And then even on Sundays, like at Piedmont Park, y'all, Piedmont Park used to be a Freaknik in itself in the summertime here,
Mhm.
right? We used to, like, you used to see the best cars.
Concerts.
Oh man, so Freaknik was bigger, way, 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 way bigger. But Piedmont Park was the spot, like, and then we used to go to Cascade. It was no shooting, it was no none of that. It was like I literally lived the ATL movie, going to Cascade, going skate and stuff like that. So I mean, I've been in the
But
midst of.
you've always
Can I
been that. You've always been
Mhm.
that. But for
been
somebody like
Atlanta?
me, coming from Saginaw, Michigan, where
Right.
you can barely go to a house party without it being shooting, just to see
Shout
a
out to
bunch of black.
Draymond. Draymond. Shout out to Draymond. One time for the one time.
Right, Serena Williams from Saginaw. But
Yeah.
you know what? I guess you right, Reen, because it felt good to be around our people, different shades, different,
Accents, different
backgrounds,
clothing,
different
different.
accents,
I'm talking to guys that I would never talk to up north. I would be like, "Oh, you
yeah.
corny," like, "But you cute. You country, but you cute.
Hey, something about that country
Nikki,
accent.
Nikki, Nikki, what about, we was on Memorial Drive and we was driving up and we saw this cute dude. He looked like he was black in Puerto Rico or something. Nikki was driving. She was like, "So what's your name?" And he said something, I don't know. And we was like, "Where you from?" He said, "Manhattan." We was like, "Oh, you like
That
the
accent.
I'm telling you, I remember that like yesterday. So the experiences that are still very fresh in my head because of, the people that, what I'm saying, descended on Atlanta. Like, even though I grew up around so much, it was so many different people that came. As Irene, right? They was from up north. They
Right.
was from here, there, here, there. So even though I'm from here, I met so many different people. And that dude on that documentary, right, when he say about them numbers, man, you might have went home with so many numbers. Dude with the high top fade, dude with the braids, dude with the, you know what I'm saying? You had so many numbers, like it was crazy. And then I
Listen,
met
I
this.
just dated a guy that I met Freaknik,
No, you
and when
did
I moved,
not.
when yeah, we rekindled, and he's actually gonna be here in a couple weeks. But it was I met him Freaknik. I moved to DC. He was from some country part of North Carolina. He would drive to DC to see me, and then I moved here, and we were living our lives, and we fell off. And social media got us back in touch. And like last year, we was all in love, and we juxtaposed the picture of like we took a picture on Freaknik, and then we recently, like last winter, we took another picture, and it's crazy. It's super crazy. It was like, dang, look at us.
Oh,
Like,
but
look
yeah,
at us. It was
man.
cool.
That's cool, man. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Now that, for us to think about it like that, yeah, man, it was just beautiful seeing all the people together. I did like take pictures and stuff when I had on my little my little dress. But whenever I took a picture with somebody, I would tell them like, don't grab my booty, and they'll be like, I'll be
Right.
like, they'll
Well,
be
I
like, all
told you.
right, and then the last picture I took with that one guy, I walk up to him and I'm like in front of him, and then he turned me around and he put his hand in front of my butt like he was gonna grab it, but he didn't because I was ready to sock him if he was. But
That
Yo,
is
yeah,
that is
it
so funny
felt
because
good.
that is what
I was
we used to be
respecting.
grabbing their hand like, no,
Right, right,
no,
right,
no.
right, right.
Yep, but yeah,
and
who was I with when we seen the dude that looked like Tupac?
that show wasn't Tupac.
No, I think did Tupac, because Tupac passed in '96, right, or '97?
Yeah, in 96
He's '96.
and
Where his gig was
September '96.
yeah. So yeah, it was a dude that looked like, cause that was my first year. Yeah, stuff like that actually happened, like for real, for real.
I look at it like this: Freaknik lasted 16 years.
Yeah,
Woodstock was 1 year. It
gave
was
a
three
good.
days, 1 year. Um, as a people, man, we can put some of the dopest stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
And
did that.
and that just shows that the power that we have when we put our minds together. Now, like JD said on the
Mhm.
recent episode of the Breakfast Club, he said, it had to end. Everything has to end. You can't have everything for so long. So
Right.
how
Oh,
it
you
ended,
can.
you probably don't want it to end the way it ended, as as limited and violent or whatever the case may be, but it had to end. But it had a hell of a run,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to dedicate that to the people that came from Michigan and Ohio and California, the Atlanta, the Floridas, Alabama. Like all these people came there, and nobody came there on some like we better than y'all. We came to
Mm-mm.
have fun.
They came
Right,
Mm-hmm.
hard.
right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So you got to take your hat off to all the people and the grandparents that's out there right now, great grandparents that's that was shaking in their boots. Now shout out to
I'm telling you.
everybody that was scared there was gonna be some footage of them in this
Okay.
documentary.
Oh,
Shout
Okay.
out to them.
oh, oh.
I even seen on Facebook they got a little sticker that says "I am safe from the footage of the Freaknik."
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Now that Daytona footage,
Oh yeah. I'm guilty. Like,
She said
yeah.
I'm guilty.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
probably
gonna
in some of
say,
that.
Ren,
Look, he got
yo,
his
did
little,
you see any
huh?
crazy stuff when you was going to Miami for Memorial Day?
Yeah, Miami was. I've always been just. I always been like sucker free. Like y'all doing sucker shit. Like I'm sucker free. Like meaning like everybody do them, but I've never been a wild child. I don't judge. Y'all do y'all. It's entertainment for me. I'm kind of tomboyish. Like I roll with the fellas. So I watch it. I watch it go on, but just don't. So and then I'm not in the midst. I'll always see the crowd do this, right? And then I'm like, what's going on in the circle? What's going on in the circle? And somebody up with legs and something crazy. I'm that person. Like, and then I'm like, all right, so I've never seen or been with people where one of my friends, we got to check her because she doing something crazy.
Right.
So I hear about it or I see it, like I said, down the block, and I see people running and they start running this way. I'm running too. I'll ask questions later. You know what I mean? So I ain't never, but I know it goes down. I've watched the
Mm-hmm.
police drag people out their car and shooting it like somebody, oh, they about to shoot. Like if I feel like you about to shoot, I'm out. I ain't got
Yeah.
time for stray bullets.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I ain't never seen anything super crazy.
man.
Yeah, I'm probably the
So
boring one to talk about Freaknik.
yo, so I'm gonna ask y'all this: if y'all had a time machine right now, I'm gonna ask the silliest question right now. Is y'all getting in that time machine and going back to y'all favorite year, that 96, that 97, that 94, that 93, that going back, and are y'all reliving Freaknik the same way, or are y'all gonna go a little bit further and go a little bit harder? Knowing that it was going to end and it's not going to be what it is. We're not talking about the person you are right now because y'all are beautiful women. We talking about your 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, whatever you was at that age of that Freaknik. Are you going harder?
No.
Nah.
I I would have been more on my entrepreneurial type stuff. I would have figured
I
out
was
how
about to
to
say,
I would have figured out how to make them t-shirts like a million and plus. Like I would have money right now. Like if I
yes,
knew how big them t-shirts were, the people who made the money was the people who was doing the t-shirts, the people who had the big the guy who was selling that fish, the people who was like the car rental places. I would definitely
but
get
I
in a
think
time
that was like
machine.
the younger people. Again, like my uncle had his sons out there. My cousin Day Day at that time was like 14, 12. He was like 12 or 14. And while he walking with me, he like, y'all got that t-shirt, y'all got that. My uncle like, how many shirts? How many shirts?
Was your uncle
So
making a
I
t-shirt?
would he got them made for Freaknik.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He He got them made, and he sent his kids out with me. So I'm with kids, and my cousin had him out the bag. Like he was so, like you said,
Yeah.
I would have took advantage being
Yeah, I
an
would have been on that
entrepreneur.
tip.
It probably wouldn't have been as big as car rental. I would have been doing something though to get some money. If I could go back, I'm going to get this money.
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling you, me too.
y'all know when we initially went, we were just going to have fun.
Oh yeah.
Be
But he
young.
talking about the time machine now. The
Yeah.
time machine now.
Yeah, that
That-
time machine
Yeah,
is something
knowing-
different. You
look,
can go
knowing
back
what
and
you know
change some
now.
things. What would
Knowing
you
what know
change?
now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
would you change? Would you change like, all right, let me go ahead and get this bread, or you'd be like,
That's
you know
what I
what?
would do.
Yo, I should have got, dude phone number that came through in that on that bike. He might be a multimillionaire right now. We don't know.
Knowing what I know now, I would have got them girls into them lashes too. Man, I'd be rich, 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 rich. And I know
Wow.
we wasn't rocking
Rich,
lashes
you
like
would have got
that
him into the lashes.
early.
Yes.
But we wasn't rocking that. I look at the hairstyles, and me and Nikki had these short cuts, like
That was
both
that
of us.
first year, but when I went to Freaknik in '97,
Oh, your hair had grew out, right?
man, Bianca Washington, my baby was 4 months old when we came in '97, and Bianca Washington in Saginaw, Michigan, shout out B. Man, she hooked me up with the banana peels, and them joints was hot and frozen
And shiny. It was so black and
and
shiny.
They were so pretty. That was the prettiest hairstyle like ever. And she was doing hair. We was in hair school together. So she was doing her. She did my hair in her basement at her house. So
Man, I took some clippers and shaved that joint down. It was this long. Put some mousse in it. Had them that total. Remember total? You wear them little circle things in the front. I had the little boy cut, but it was soft and curly with the sideburns.
I think
Remember, Nikki?
I think we all had short hair then, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I had told my godmommy, I was like, man, just cut it off, because I don't know if these niggas know how to do hair.
And then when I met Nikki, I think my hair was already short, so we met each other with short haircuts.
And then when I met Reed, her hair was short because we met at work. Yep, in February of '96, working at Incredible Universe.
But then also, Cuddy, you got to understand too, like, I know New York is like a big melting pot, and up north is too, but like in Atlanta, right, you see so many different types of women. You will see every shade. You will see Nikki, Azarine, me. You'll see more chocolate than me. You'll see every shade, and people will come to Atlanta and be like, this what Atlanta is about. And then don't go to Magic City, because they got every shade of everything up in Magic City. We didn't talk about Magic City because Magic City played a big part in Freaknik. Because after them lights went off and we went home, they went to Magic City.
That's what the party was. The real party.
That's what a real party was, right?
Yeah, do they still got Nicki's in Atlanta? Is that still?
No, Nikki shut down in early '90s, sir. Early '90s, Nikki shut down. But Nikki was a nice little spot, though. Yeah. I went to Nikki's with some of my homeboys, and see, that's not even my type of environment, but Nikki's was nice. And it was kind of, not on a Magic City type nice, but it was nice. It was kind of calm in there. But yeah, they shut down.
Club Nikki.
You been to Nikki's, bro?
I ain't saying I've been there, but I got some cousins that took me parking lot pimping at Nikki's, and let's just say,
Okay.
Great experiences. Shout out to my cousin who corrupted me at an early age. I thank you. I really appreciate it for you showing me. Matter of fact, I got another shout out. Shout out to AJ for being at the Freaknik as a baby and seeing all the being corrupted. AJ
in the back of the seat rapping. This dude, Bow Wow.
Shout out to baby AJ.
That was the reason I wanted a son, man.
And you know what's so funny is I remember. Because me and Toy, we had to take AJ, I think, twice because we was waiting on my dad to get off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was changing his diaper in the back seat, and he started acting a fool. And then next thing you know, the car got bum rushed by guys because I guess they thought we were showing something.
Yeah, y'all showing something.
He changing my baby diaper.
Look, there go that zoo. What's going on over there?
Yep.
Right.
What's going on over there?
And
Boy,
he
them
was,
Yo,
was the
he
days.
was showing out because he wanted to see y'all. He was only 4 months old. He was nosy. But I was changing his diaper, and them jokers bum rushed that car. I was
yo,
like, what the hell? Get out of here. I'm changing my baby.
we would all like to have memories like that as a
I,
kid. AJ, you did your thing, brother. You did your thing. You represented.
AJ went to the Freaknik before he
if you
was
can
even
remember,
born.
look, if you can remember,
He probably
I
I
can
don't.
had a
remember
question, and I don't
a
know if
Go
I have
ahead.
a
Go ahead.
question. Like, I wonder how many people reside here, not just from going to college, but because of Freaknik. Like I mentioned earlier, people were just like they moved here. Like Atlanta is the our community, the African American community. Most of us are probably here because of that. Like it's popping now and flourishing now for real. Like the community, the black attorneys, the black business people, carpentry, whatever, maintenance, like because of Freaknik. Like I wonder what this place would look like had we not all came here for Freaknik.
right.
Because
Mm.
the view that you have about Georgia or whatever, because I know my view. My mom tried to get me to move here some years before, and I was like, I'm not moving to the South. Like, and I came down that one year when I lived up there, and by the next year, I was out. I was gone. So I was like, oh, it's lit. So anyone that
It
lit,
would
it was a
definitely
front
look
because
a lot
everything.
different. Yeah, it would definitely look a lot different than it does, especially not as diverse. I'll give you that. But like I was saying at the beginning of the show, either me, like I was telling both of my grandfathers, they were entrepreneurs. So that's, what I wanted to, I wanted to start my own business. And I knew that, they didn't go to college. And I was like, they can make money. They got their own business. I can do that. So in Atlanta, you'll see like a lot of Black families who are running their own thing. So it definitely wouldn't be as diverse as it is now. But I just feel like when it comes to Maynard Jackson, like I've just always seen like Black people, you know what I'm saying, our mayor and our congresswomen and stuff like that. But as far as the diversity goes, like I love it. It gives you the Atlanta is just like a New York now. Like you never meet anybody from Atlanta who's from Atlanta. When I tell people I'm a Grady baby, they be like, yeah, I'm a Grady baby. Like I'm
Right.
legit. I grew here. I'm not new here. I didn't flew here. I'm from here. I grew here. People don't believe it. They be like, I'll never meet nobody from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. So it's so very diverse. People always say, you from Atlanta? Yes. Yes, I'm from Atlanta. And all of my friends are. So Freaknik definitely, but not only that, can if I may touch on this, because I know, we kind of push for time. Even the gay pride. You know how many gay people move to Atlanta because they come to gay pride weekend? It'd be like Atlanta is popping with the gay parade and gay pride weekend and da da da. That's why we the Mecca because of the gay parade, gay pride weekend. They come to Atlanta and they
Well, it's
don't leave.
acceptance. It's acceptance. I
Yeah.
feel like where it in the beginning years of that, it was like San Francisco, New York,
Yep.
and Atlanta. And I have to tell people up north years ago, they was like, "Oh, Atlanta's so gay, so gay." I was like, it wasn't bred here. I was like, people moved here. It's not in the soil. Like I hate when they go, "Oh, y'all so," and now it's accepted everywhere. So DC is full of it. Everywhere is full of it, but it's the acceptance, I think,
Mhm. Yeah.
that brought all of
You
that
got that
about.
right.
But you're right.
That's true because it
You're
was
right.
definitely um like even when I just left San Francisco for my birthday trip and I wanted to go to I believe the neighborhood is called Haight Ashbury and they have like the sidewalks painted in rainbow and even on the churches out there, not just in that neighborhood, the churches out there, they had a gay flag out there and they had like Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff. So yeah, it was more accepted in San Francisco seemed like before anywhere else. So I
Yeah,
agree.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And they
it's
probably feel
accepted.
more felt more safe, the Black community in Atlanta. That's probably
Hmm.
they came out there.
Yo, shout out to everybody that is flourishing in Atlanta.
Hmm.
I would say this,
Yeah.
and I think this probably be my closing remarks. I see a lot of people move to Atlanta and then turn around and go right back to wherever they came from within
Yeah,
probably 90 days.
it's a culture
Then
shock.
I seen a lot of people move to Atlanta and build and doing their thing.
Hmm.
So, like our last episode was called Chasing Dreams, right? If your dream is to go to Atlanta or go wherever city and take over and do your thing and you doing it, yo, I salute you. And hey, y'all can't be stopped if you put your mind to it. So
That's
if
true.
you out there and you doing your thing and you went down there for Freaknik, you went down there for Gay Pride, you went down there for what's the bombest soul food restaurant down there?
I don't know now.
I don't really
Mm,
But
eat a
I'm,
lot of
I'm gonna
soul
shout out
food,
my
but
boy Chef Ball who got Binkies. I heard Binkies was good. He used to be a personal or private chef for the Migos. He was one of the first people I followed on IG. But Binkies, I heard is
oh
great.
yeah, you the
And he
foodie.
got
Look,
good.
you need to ask Nikki the foodie. You need to come visit us so you can tell us who's the best
Look,
Because
food.
I'll be
because
there.
that's what I'm trying. When I come down there, I need to go to the best soul food spot.
Yeah.
So anybody in the Atlanta area, if you know the best soul food spot, let me know. Put it in the comments down below.
Tips
Let
or
me know
something.
where I need to be eating at.
I tell you
Now,
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come up with top five the next time we do a podcast, and then the listeners can chime in and see what they think. Because yeah,
okay.
we can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
but before we go, before I get everybody's last words, I do gotta say, Toy, we didn't do our top three movies. We didn't do our top three movies. So everybody knows last episode we came up with the top three movies you should not, and I repeat, not remake. LeBron James, if you touch these movies, I swear to God, it's gonna be smoke when I see you. The top three movies I have that you do not touch. I will quote. I'll get my paper together. Baby Boy. Do not
Oh,
touch Baby Boy.
absolutely,
Leave Baby
absolutely.
Boy alone. Do not touch Taraji B. Henson because she
Nope.
made me want to get a baby mama after that scene, but we're not gonna talk about that. She made some tacos. That's all I know. She cooked,
Okay.
she cooked, she cleaned, she made them tacos. Number two, Menace to Society. Don't touch it. Don't do a Menace to Society 2 where Kane somehow
Yes.
lived, but he
Oh.
in a wheelchair. Don't do it.
That's a
I
good one.
seen BT, y'all BT, I hate y'all. I hate y'all for what y'all be doing. Y'all be making these movies and then calling them part twos. It's horrible. Belly part two. We're not even gonna get into that one. And my last one, number three, Five Heartbeats. Do not repeat. Do not touch that movie. Yo, Flash is lonely at the top. Do you understand me? Like, yo, when my man jumped out, he said, "Hey, you just want to be me. Look what I got." Nah, no, you do
Right, right,
not
right,
touch
right,
that
right.
movie. Let
Right.
that movie be. That's my top three. Toy, what's your top three? Your
So
top three
number
movies.
one is Basic Instinct, Azarine and Nikki. Y'all remember Basic Instinct?
Well,
No.
I do. When you
Michael Douglas
Michael
and
Douglas
Sharon
and
Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Yep. My number two is Man on Fire with Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning, I think is her
Yep,
name.
yep, that's her
Okay.
name.
And then number three, I said something else, but I'm gonna go with Belly since you mentioned Belly because there is no way you can remake that with that chocolate girl with that shiny skin. I think they put baby oil on her when she was like gliding across the floor and she was fussing at DMX.
Yeah,
You can't remix that. And then when they was getting ready to rob that club and they were saying, however do you want it?
classic,
However do
I
you
thought
need
that
it?
was
You
that.
can't. Yeah. You
classic
can't.
movie.
Yeah, you can't do that. So that's my three.
Okay, yo, is I gotta ask y'all because y'all the guests. Is there a movie that y'all would not want somebody to ever touch?
What's love got to do with it?
Good one. Good one.
Yeah, you can't really touch that. No, you can't touch
Mm-mm.
that. You can't touch that.
Mm-mm.
You can't remake it. You can't do another Tina Turner story. She did it
No.
justice. What about you, Az?
Um, I heard that it was gonna be a remake or it was gonna be a part two. Please leave Love Jones alone.
They better not touch
I
that movie.
don't
I said that on the
I
last
don't
episode.
I
Yeah,
don't
they better
Can't do
not touch
that.
Oh,
that.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
can't
okay.
do
No,
And
they
one
better
that they
not.
kept on doing, they should have left alone was Friday, because it just got
Oh,
in
you talking
down
about
the
the
road. But
sequels? Not. See,
Yeah.
sequel,
Yeah.
a sequel, long as
I
you have the
like
original cast, I can kind of mess with it. But when you try to do a remake of a classic,
Okay,
like
a
you doing a
remake.
remake, you
Yeah.
just you mess it all the way up. Some
The
some
sequels,
sequels don't suck too though. Some sequels
they,
suck too.
they was okay. They was okay for me.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
yo,
Well,
ladies, I want to just say thank y'all for giving me this history lesson, taking me down memory lane, the Freaknik, things that I didn't get to experience. I wish I could experience. And shout out to all the dudes that was asking for y'all phone number because that right there never happens no more. Nobody asking for phone numbers. But shout out to
Mm-mm.
them dudes. And them
Boy.
dudes probably watching right now, like, yo, man, I tried to get Shorty number, but she gave me the pizza number. I don't know why she did me like that. That's kind of
Shout
wild.
out to them jumping. Shout out to them jumping out of cars and over cars to get your number. Like, hey,
for
hey, hey,
real.
you. Like, I'm talking about, man. Shout out
You
to
in the
that.
class.
Yeah.
Yo,
You ain't gonna wait for
fellas,
me. Hold on. Leaving that car. You know what I'm saying? Don't Can't
Yeah.
find your car when you turn around because the police done redirected you. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Ooh,
Shout out to that, man.
Hmm.
I
yo,
would like to say thank you, Cuddy, for having us, for having me and two of my oldest friends. This is
Yep.
almost 30 years of friendship. These
Yep.
ladies coming to Atlanta, not knowing nobody, and then just meeting these two, and we hit it off like we had known each other all our life. These ladies mean the world to me. So I just absolutely like
Oh,
all y'all,
thank you.
everybody on this call mean the world to me. And
Nikki, that's sweet. Thank you. We love
that's
you
what's up.
having
too.
It's
Yeah, we love
love.
you too.
allowing
You
us,
know,
giving us this platform and just showcasing the beauty of sisterhood. Cause people be acting like women don't get along. And I've y'all are my sisters. We ain't friends. This anything over 10 years, we family. So
Yeah,
I,
pretty
I,
much.
I love all of y'all and thank y'all. And
Oh, we
thank you
love
And
you
I want to
too.
thank you.
for
Thank you,
yo,
because you
like
definitely not a hater. She was like, listen, you want to get on this podcast, you want to know about it. And I thank you, Cuddy, for like just, I mean, outside of this, just inboxing me. So it's all love, man. Like, thank you so
yo,
much.
I thank y'all, man. Thank y'all selves, cause
Yeah.
it ain't me, it ain't y'all, it ain't us, and the people out there, yo, the 15,214 people, yo. A
yeah,
matter of fact, let me hold on.
yeah, yeah,
We might have went up one.
Hey.
Nope, we still at the
yeah,
same. No,
yeah,
but shout out to them,
yeah,
and
Okay, Nikki.
yo,
yeah.
hey, Toy, any
Yes.
last words?
Thank you for everybody who subscribed to us. Thank you for all the likes, all the views. Thank you for everything. Azarine and Nikki, thank you for joining us. Azarine, I see my
Thank
city in your
you.
background. I see you. I see you. I love my city in the background. I love it.
Hey,
I love
Freaknik
it.
was right down there, right
Yeah.
below me. It was
Don't
okay. The
think I don't see.
underground's right there.
I see my city in the
You see
background.
it.
I
You
love it. I
see it.
love it.
And guess
Yeah.
what? It's yours. Thank you for sharing it with me for so many years. I
Listen,
appreciate you.
we really enjoyed y'all on the podcast, and we will invite you guys back. We had a fun. We had a blast. Do I have any birthdays? I don't think I have any birthdays coming up. Oh, my girl April's birthday is the 27th, which is Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
So happy birthday to my girl April, and anybody else having a birthday in March. And also go follow me on IG at Toy the ATL Vegan. And that's it.
Yay.
Hey yo, you know what it is. I ain't gotta say too much. They said everything. I support everybody and everything that's moving. And if you got smoke, then we got smoke for y'all this year. So it is what it is. Yo, shout out to everybody. And remember, like I said, always, man, continue to love each other, love on each other, because you never know what the next person is going through and what they
Right.
might do to you on a bad day. So hey, show each other love and yo, we out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Till next time, we gone.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yo, congrats on
Yay.
15K.
That's what's up.
Yay.
They see me me out and be like, but don't talk it all. That's really not the truth, I just don't fuck with y'all. I'm only with a few and yeah, my circle's small. Or either by my Danny Ruger in my drawers. Ain't trying to be no tough guy, it's just time raised. The softest niggas gangsta